This is top secret.
Said by Nietzsche, the Übermensch, or also known as the Superman, refers to an individual who has reached a higher state of spiritual and moral maturity. But in 1933, the Nazis emerged and gave it a bad interpretation. In the philosophy of Friedrich Nietzsche, the Übermensch, translated as Superman, does not refer to a supernatural being or one with special powers, but to an individual who has reached a higher state of spiritual and moral maturity. This individual is characterized by amor fati, acceptance and affirmation of life in its entirety, including pain and suffering, will to power, search for one's own self-realization and the development of individual potential, creation of values, rejection of traditional morality, and creation of new values based on authenticity and personal strength, overcoming the morale of the herd, rejection of the conformist mentality, and submission to the norms imposed by society, fidelity to the earth, commitment to life, and the search for fulfillment in this world. The Superman is not a perfect or idealized model, but a human being in constant evolution who seeks to overcome his limitations and reach his maximum potential. This was previously said by Nietzsche, but now the Nazi interpretation, the Nazis, under the leadership of figures such as Alfred Rosenberg and Joseph Goebbels, adopted a distorted and dangerous interpretation of Friedrich Nietzsche's concept of the Superman, Übermensch. They manipulated his ideas to justify their racist, ultranationalist, and totalitarian ideology, completely distancing themselves from Nietzsche's original philosophy. Key points of the Nazi vision: superior race. They believed that the Aryans were the superior race destined to dominate the others, distorting the idea of the Superman as a being of a superior race, not of personal development, violence, and domination. They exalted violence and domination as means to achieve their goals, misinterpreting Nietzsche's will to power as an aggressive impulse and not as a motor for personal improvement. Disdain for diversity. They rejected diversity and individuality, promoting a racial and cultural homogenization that went against Nietzsche's defense of authenticity and the creation of values. Consequences of misinterpretation, legitimization of the Holocaust and other atrocities. The Nazi vision of the Superman served to justify genocide, slavery, and other atrocities committed against groups considered inferior. Distortion of Nietzsche's legacy. Nietzsche's mistaken association with Nazism has obscured his philosophy and made it difficult to properly understand him. Nietzsche's Superman is an ideal of personal development, not racial superiority. The Nazis misinterpreted Nietzsche's philosophy to justify his racist and totalitarian ideology. It is important to read Nietzsche in his context and avoid simplistic or distorted interpretations.
Top secret. Don't tell anyone.